Up next, we have Court Mcgee against Sean Strickland, and this is a real interesting fight. Court Mcgee is a guy who's been in the company for a long time. He won tough. He's a recognizable name, and Sean Strickland's a guy who's been knocking on that door to be in the top 15 for a long time now. He's 18-2, and his 2 losses are in the UFC, so he's definitely been striving to get in that top 15. His 2 losses were to high-level competition. He lost to Santiago Ponzinibbio and Kamaru Usman, both by decision, but both were pretty dominant decisions. And, Court Mcgee, he has a lot of highlight reel wins as well. He beat Robert Whittaker, who's, the current champion at 185 pounds, or interim champion. And, he also has some wins over, Dungey Yang and a couple other people that are some pretty big name fighters. And Court Mcgee comes with real good pressure, real good cardio, and he just puts a pace on you that a lot of guys just break under. And he likes to work in boxing range. He throws a lot of nice crisp hooks, throws shots to the body as well. And he's really good in getting the clinch. He'll throw some nice uppercuts, some nice knees and elbows. Real good in the dirty boxing area. And, like I said, he's never going to wear down. He's never going to slow up on you. And he really never gives you a second to breathe. He also has real good timing on his double legs. He'll get in on the legs. And he also likes to work you against the cage, hold you against the cage, grind on you, look for singles and doubles. Look for body locks, look for any way to take you down. And on top, he likes to, prefer position over submission. He's not really a huge submission guy, but he'll, work some solid ground and pound. He has some pretty good top pressure. He's pretty good at staying on top when he gets on top. And, recently he's also shown that he's gotten a pretty nice body kick, a pretty good head kick. And he's adding a little bit of fast into his game with things like that, but he really is, your traditional, wrestler boxer, and with incredible cardio. So he's a tough out for anyone, and Sean Strickland's a guy who stands real tall in his stance. He's like almost upright completely, and he likes to use all of his reach that he can. He flicks out that jab, flicks out a 1-2. He's a real tall, real long welterweight. And he has a pretty good takedown defense, even though he's standing upright. And, he actually has shown that he has some pretty good sweeps as well. He has a nice butterfly hooks in the guard, and he'll sweep you with that. And, one thing about him that I don't really like, though, is that he seems like he is, very, very low with his volume and his output. He doesn't throw a lot of shots, and he could be dominating you, and, he makes the fight close just by, just almost making it kind of like a sparring match. He doesn't really ever explode on you. He does have that KO against Alex Garcia, but that was accumulation of shots, and Garcia was gassing in that fight. And, Strickland does have good cardio as well. I don't think Strickland will necessarily gas out, but, I am a little bit nervous, man, about Court Mcgee being able to, work him up against that cage, with this upright stance, maybe grab the legs, push him against the cage, even if he can't get him down, make it ugly, throw a lot of shots in a clinch, just out-volume him. And, that's kind of what I think is going to happen, man. I think Court Mcgee is going to come in here, and I think he's going to, win another one where he's not favored to win. He's not the athlete, and he's just going to win it on sheer heart. He's just going to have, more volume and the better gas tank. He's going to be there at the end, and I think he's going to take the second and third rounds.